Goodluck Jonathan, former Nigerian president, has hinted that building citizens' confidence in sub-regional democracy needs the full deployment of modern-day technologies to guarantee free, fair, and credible elections of member states. He stated this during a panel discussion at the first ordinary session of ECOWAS Parliament in Liberia's capital. The former president said the threat to democracy currently experienced is attributed to the loss of confidence of citizens in the region against their leaders, which is believed to be manipulated by the use of power of incumbency on the electoral system, hence advocating for appropriate technologies to counter threats.
ECOWAS, and indeed in Africa, we need to deploy technology maximally for electoral processes, not just about voters' registration alone or card readers when you want to go and do election, but from the registration of voters up to processing results and so on, should be automated so that you can stay in your car and vote with your smartphone. You can stay in a bedroom, in a kitchen, in your office and vote. So the use of thugs and militia group to manipulate elections will just disappear in Africa. In Nigeria, most of the problems we're having are caused by politicians, because we politicians use some boys that we refuse to train them, and during elections, we give them small money to go and cause havoc and manipulate and mess up the electoral process. It's only pure electronic voting system that can solve that problem. And when that problem is solved, if you amend Constitution to stay for 200 tenors, fine. You will meet the citizens during the election and you will be voted out. So the deployment of technology must be highly considered.
Speaking generally on the journey of peace mediation on Malian conflict, the Nigerian former President Jonathan explained that findings have shown that there are no proper guiding principles regarding the country's constitutional amendments, thus urging the parliament to stand firm in decision-making, particularly on the removal of president to avoid riots in the region.
The role of the parliament is critical, our various parliament. For a president to amend the constitution, they use the parliamentarians to do that. You should also interrogate this, and the parliament will be strong enough to do what is right for the countries. Constitutions will continue to grow, depending on challenges human society faces. So the parliament must continue to amend the constitution. But there must be clear provisions for removal of presidents. A number of the Francophone countries have no provisions for removing a president. So when you don't have any provision for removing a president, the only thing you can do is to mobilize people and start riots. And I think in a democracy, we must have a better way we could remove a sitting president. Not just about election. Yes, you won your election for 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, but assuming 1 or 2 years into your tenure and you've changed and people are not happy, there must be an accepted way of removing the president. And like in Mali, we looked at it, and there was no provision for removing the president. So if the citizens are frustrated, the only way is to mobilize riots, which is very negative.
Also speaking, Goodluck Jonathan adds on the need for the ECOWAS to upscale its economic impact on its citizens, specifically in ensuring the provision of funds for member state industrialization to enhance stronger economy so as to discourage political talks in the region.
First, need to, and probably through legislative processes, set aside some funds to really look into the economic issues. I always remember that we have EBID, ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development. But all of us know about African Development Bank, ADB, because they are working. You hardly hear about EBID. The heads of states should really look into how we will recapitalize EBID and let EBID play a key role in issues of the economic issues in the sub-region, issues of supporting agriculture, putting value, even if they don't have the money for maximum industrialization, but also be able to get cottage industries that can put value to what we produce before we export. And these are things that the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development can, if they have the funds. And other economic issues, because when we do that and the economy is strong, so many of these young people that are being used for criminal actions will have something to do, and probably nobody can easily recruit them for criminality and causing chaos. If countries know that they have something to benefit from ECOWAS, if citizens know that they have something to benefit from ECOWAS, the issue of attempting to move out or querying what are we getting from ECOWAS should be minimized. They don't know whether ECOWAS is adding value to the life of their citizens in any way.
Former President Goodluck Jonathan believes democracy has been assaulted as some of these talks are being manipulated by politicians, thus urging the parliament to change the narratives in order to build the ECOWAS of the citizens. Vincent Okushi, QTV News, Abuja.